Terry Rozier. Scary Terry. The man. The myth. The guy that only played for a few years and we didn't even know that he did much until we noticed that he was backing up Kyrie and had decent performances from playing against a Pacers team and making it to the Eastern Conference Championship when there wasn't that much competition. And showing off a bit. And I get it. Terry Rozier has some athletic achievements. He's obviously a talented point guard. Undersized, mind you. And over my time watching Terry Rozier, I thought he wasn't going to be much. He's only going to have one decent year. And as soon as Kyrie come back, he's going to shut all that noise down until the chemistry happened to fuck up everything over Rozier fucking around with Marcus Morris and getting into scuffles with everybody, his attitude taking up a majority of, most of the chemistry of what built up off their first year when they got Hayward and Kyrie. We thought everything was going to be in up and up until the Hayward got hurt and then Kyrie got hurt. Then, what would you suspect? Now, Rozier's on the Charlotte Hornets. He played all 79 games and only started 14 of them. And thanks Kyrie was back for a majority of the season, Rozier was shit. Completely shit. I understand he's a backup. But dude, 38.7 from the field. And he got paid $58 million for a couple of years. When he was shown, I've not even seen much highlights from him at all. Let's keep reading. 35.3 from the field. From the 3-point line, mind you. 68 steals. 21 blocks. That's a career high, I guess. It's a career high. So he's been mainly there for defensive purposes, I guess, if he's going to be that shitty and only accumulate about 68 steals and 21 blocks. That's quite impressive. But Jesus Christ, why get him? And it looks like he's going to be your starter at Charlotte. Do you really need him? For fucking Marvin Williams? And not even Jeremy Lamb is there anymore. Not even Jeremy Lamb. That was like your second hand man on from behind the arc. Jesus Christ. And I'm supposed to be impressed for like 50-something million? I was expecting a bit more of Terry Rozier after that one playoff stand. Because, we always have those guys that, show off a bit of what they can do in the playoffs whenever the big top guys get hurt. So I can understand. Now, Terry Rozier is a Hornet. He looks like a burnt cigar. He looks like everything that you don't want your child to eat. And now he's a Hornet. The dude that got chased down block like 5 times when LeBron faced him back in the Eastern Conference Finals is now playing big time for the Hornets. Now, do I have anything against this? No, he seems to be talented at most. He seems like a great ball handler, can shoot open. He doesn't show that he can take away games, but he has talent. And that's coming over a lot of shit for the Hornets that just lost their greatest player of this decade, Terry and fucking Kemba Walker. That's been a mainstay. A guy that barely complained about most of the organization, and now he's wasting most of his prime. Finally comes to Boston with a shell of his former self, Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum that seems into himself that much, Enes Kanter, and a lack of a bench that they had from years ago. That hasn't been shit since Isaiah Thomas was on the squad. And now he's fucking around in Washington. I thought of making a video on that, seeing how the little fucking black munchkin is doing in Isaiah Thomas. But no, I wanted to waste around and face down a man who's making $58 million in 3 years. And Terry Rozier, you know how much that fucking is. I'm not even going to just spread out the math in your face. I'm just gonna ask you, do you know how much that is? Because it's a rhetorical fucking question. For a guy that's literally putting up role-playing numbers to get this much. Now, he's not the only one to get that much. They're thinking of giving fucking Danny Green a long-term contract for Toronto, but not trying to talk to Kawhi Leonard. On Sunday, Hornets ended up signing Terry Rozier for a 3-year, $58 million contract. He's a player who has backed up some good guards in Boston. With the experience that he gained in Boston, he is likely to go to be the new starter for the Hornets, so they have high hopes. Frank Kaminsky's gone, by the way. Maybe Hernan Gomez too. So what is Terry going to be working with? There was really no reason to get this guy when fucking Isaiah Thomas is more valuable than him for $58 million. And I think Isaiah Thomas is making $18 million now. Whatever, it might be the veteran minimum or whatever the hell the Hornets were thinking. Now they got rid of Jeremy Lamb. They literally got rid of their C-level Danny Green. The fucking Frank Kaminsky's off to Phoenix. And literally, I think this is going to hold a lot of stuff back, just like the Al Horford signing. Thanks, it looks like the cap space is going to be held back unless something really lucky happens, like a dumb franchise decision from the Suns, the Lakers, the Clippers, that have enough cap space to pick up a top guy, but Jimmy Butler is at Miami. Kevin Durant is in Brooklyn with Kyrie. And Anthony Davis is all the way at LA. While the Clippers re-signed Pat Beverly. They could have got Kemba Walker. Clippers just have no way of ever enjoying life. Ever. You came from having a championship contender to having pseudo 8th seeders, and now your best player is a 6th man of the year candidate. That means he's not even fucking starting, and he's consistently an award winner. And he's not starting. That's sad. And he's your most clutch performer, not Patrick Beverly. Tobias Harris and Marjanovic joined the Sixers. So you could have been successful if you kept Tobias and Marjanovic on your team, but you wanted to do it for cap space purposes. And just like the Knicks, that I'm going to talk about, because I'm upset. Because even though I'm not a Knicks fan, I'm strictly a Miami Heat fan. I still care about my local area. And the Knicks can't even get a top guy. They got Julius Randle. They got rid of a promising guy in Mario Hezonja. Got rid of Noah Vale that been decent for the Knicks. For Julius Randle. And Taj Gibson. Trey Burke. Tim Hardaway Jr. and Porzingis is gone. For Julius Randle and Taj Gibson. I mean, there's at least Alonzo Tier, Mitchell Thompson, and Kevin Knox. But you can't tell me all of this is for Wayne Ellington, Julius Randle, and Taj Gibson. Or else I would have to shoot a motherfucker if you're saying there's going to be a better way to deal with this. This was, I think, an interesting thing for the Hornets to do if they are trying to look past the Kemba Walker era. Maybe the rebuilding shit era that's still going to continue for the Hornets for the past several years. They haven't made the playoffs since, I think, 2015. No, I think that's the Pistons. But they made the playoffs in 2019. So, everything there's a happy depression for the Eastern Conference. Am I right, Rozier? And your neck tattoos, too. Thank you for watching. You ain't worth shit.